is in the house, and y'all chilling with Unc. Yo, I got a quick message today. It's a good one. I ain't gonna hold you up too long on your beautiful Saturday afternoon. We getting rain here. I don't know what y'all might be getting, but um, y'all make sure y'all represent y'all state or country, and I'll shout you out. But listen, the message today is you win some, you lose some. And this message is inspired by my great nephew, Zaire. Um, Zaire had base football game, a football game, and it came down to I think it came down to him catching a ball, and he missed the catch. Something that he usually do on a regular. That particular time, he wasn't able to do it. You know, he missed the catch. So he was really upset, really disappointed in himself. Like he felt shame for the rest of the day. And my sister told me she had to talk with him and let him know, listen, sometimes in life we're gonna have those experiences. Sometimes things are gonna work out for us and we'll be victorious. And then sometimes not we're not, we're going to lose. We're not all meant to win all the time. Even some of she told me even some of the greatest football players and basketball players had opportunities to win games and didn't. It's a part of life. So don't beat yourself up about it. You just keep trying, keep getting better. She gave him some. She said something like, "Those NFL players that made it to the NFL had opportunities just like he did, and they won and lost, but they still fought hard enough to even to make it into the NFL. So it just because you have one loss or you make one mistake, don't mean that that's the end of your career or nothing like that. So this this uh this whole talk was inspired. I really was supposed to talk about it. I think it happened last week, but there's a lot going on, and I didn't have a chance to really speak on it. But I just want to say, a lot of young people, and I was the same way. Like I've had opportunities where I had to win in shots. Basketball was my thing. I've had opportunities where I had the golden opportunity to win the game, and I missed. I missed the shot. Something that it's easy. Like I've even missed layups. Like, and I'll be like, wow, how did I do that? How did sometimes the 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 momentum or the adrenaline of that moment it takes over, and you overthink. I guess that's what it is. And I get it. I get it. You're disappointed, but listen, just keep trying. Keep pushing yourself. Keep trying to move forward. Uh, if I had given up the first time I missed a shot, I would have never ever became a basketball player, or the basketball player that I did. Because I'm gonna tell you, funny story. My very first shot on a basketball court went completely over the backboard, over the fence to the other side. That was my very first shot. I never forget it. I remember it as if it was yesterday. At that moment, if I would have quit, you know, then it would have been a loss. I would have never been able to achieve some of the good things that I achieved throughout, playing basketball. Like I never made it to the NBA or nothing like that, but I've had some good success playing basketball. I had a lot of fun. I won a lot of games. I lost games, but it was fun looking back on it. It was just fun uh, growing. growing and learning the game and learning new techniques and tricks and uh, 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 the challenge of working my left hand and improving that and perfecting that. Like looking back, like all I can do is smile. All I can do is smile. Even though, like I said, I never made every shot. I never made every shot. Sometimes I miss. I blew opportunities. I blew games, and it's just a part of life. But you just keep working at it, keep pushing yourself. For you're gonna be that one on that grand stage, having that opportunity for that catch, or that opportunity for that layup, or that dunk, or that 3-point shot, and you're gonna sink it. You're gonna sink it, and it's gonna be one of your best moments of your life. So just stay consistent, keep striving to for excellence and then try to do better. Don't beat yourself up about you know things like that. But since I got you here, this really wasn't about the Bible. I just wanted to talk to y'all about some things in life. Like I said, I'm 53 years old and I've been through some stuff. I made some mistakes. You know, I haven't always went in the right direction, but I've learned. I've learned, and that's why I try to have these little talks so I can kind of encourage other people. That's why they call me Unc and they call me old school because the information that I have is important. It could be very important to somebody else's growth, or it could be information to inspire somebody else to do better. I'm trying to do better, so I encourage other people to do the same thing. But of course, as I do with my talks, I always look up and I ask Google what does the Bible say about wins and losses, and this is what I got. It say the Bible presents a paradox of losing to win, where worldly success can be a loss and a spiritual gain comes through self denial and following Christ. It also emphasizes that true victory is spiritual and found in surrendering to God, who will provide strength and uphold those who trust Him. Even when they experience hardship or fall, the ultimate win is a relationship with God, not worldly success. Now, that's a mic drop. I've heard I've heard several athletes give honor to God for what they have. Cuz listen, our abilities are God given. Our talents are God given. And without Him, we would not have these abilities and talents. So we need to recognize and thank God for what He has given us, these abilities that He has given us, you know. And that particular quote right there says a lot about it. So, what else it says? It says, winning through losing. Surrendering life leads to finding it. Jesus teaches that those who try to save their life will lose it, but those who lose it for his sake will find it. This is seen in verses like Matthew 16:25 and John 12:25, suggesting true life is found in a spiritual surrender. So that's just accepting the fact that you know having God as our guide, you know, we'll be able to move forward and be more prosperous and be able to move along a little bit smoother. All right, let me see. God's role in victory in defeat. All right, God upholds the righteous. The Bible states that God upholds all who are falling and raises up all who bow down. That's Psalms 145:14. Even when a righteous person falls, they will rise again. Proverbs 24:16. God gives strength and security. You are not alone in your struggle. The Bible assures that God will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you. Isaiah 41:10. And that he grants his people strength and security. That's Psalms 29:10-11. So that goes back to, and I'm probably going to get ahead, but that goes back to a Bible verse that says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Now, these abilities that I was just talking about, our talents, no matter what it is, singing, rapping, football, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, God gives us this talent. He gives us the strength to be able to be great at these talents. But on a physical sense, like, we have to do our part also. He's just not going to snap his finger and give you that talent, and you just sit back on your behind and say, well, you know, God gave me this talent. I'm not going to worry about doing things to improve it or, to grow it. You have to do your part also. He give you the talent, and you have to go out there and kind of balance it out, shape it, carve it, perfect it. With His strength and with His, you know, with His power, you can be able to achieve ultimate goals, ultimate tasks, ultimate wins in life, as long as you follow in the way that He have you to do it. So let me see how to approach competition and failure. Compete with integrity. When competing, the Bible suggests competing according to the rules to receive the victory. The victor's crown. That's 2 Timothy 2:5. Maintain humility and sportsmanship. That's very important for young people. That's very important because, see, some people some people get real hard-hearted and mean-spirited when they lose. And the fact is, like I was saying, you're going to lose sometimes. And when they start to carry themselves like that, like, it becomes unsportsmanlike. You lose your ability to have sportsmanship and humility. Like, wins and losses, you have to be, thankful for the opportunity. All right, let's see. Okay. Maintain humility and sportsmanship. Even in victory, humility is important. Uh, when we win, we should not humiliate our opponents to glorify ourselves. We should also be supportive of our teammates and avoid harmful words. This is some good information. This is good information. Listen, when my nephew missed that catch, he felt really bad about himself. But I'm pretty sure the coaches, teammates, let him know, hey, don't worry about it. It's okay. It happens. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Don't beat yourself up. That's what we should do. But even when we win, we shouldn't be like, hey, y'all suck. It's sportsmanship. You know what I mean? I think they had the players going to shake each other hands or whatever. That's sportsmanship. You know, Listen, we all learning, we all growing together. There's no need for it to be bitter and hatred and anger and like, all right, I'm gonna say this. Basketball, we talk a lot of trash. We talk a lot of trash. but it's all in love. You know what I'm saying? It ain't well, it shouldn't be uh because you hating on a person, um you don't like them, like you, some people do. Some people do be on that nonsense where, they don't like you because, you know, you embarrassing them out there on the court, and you just doing your thing. Like, it's not nothing personal. You playing ball. But some people have a hard time dealing with that, and hey, listen, I don't like it. I don't like once upon a time when somebody done crossed me up and almost broke my ankles. Like, hey, it happened. Especially as you get older, because when you got the young players coming in, like, they faster, their bones are more stronger. Like, you're going to get crossed up. Classic example: LeBron James. I remember a game where Jason Tatum took in where he dunked on LeBron James. Like, LeBron James at that point probably had been playing in the game for probably about 10 years ahead of Tatum, something like that. I ain't for sure, but Tatum, he was so happy that he got the opportunity to dunk on LeBron James. Like, and LeBron was just like, hey, it happens. It's a day at the office. Sometimes you going to dunk on somebody, and sometimes you may get dunked on. Even some of the best shot blockers, Mutombo, Patrick Ewing, Shaq, all of them done been dunked on. Like, you can't be mad about it. You just got caught. It's going to happen. Players are going to be maybe not better, but they're going to catch you from time to time. And some of the guys I used to play with, they try to set you up. They try to set you up, sort of like it was a situation with LeBron. The victim was Isaiah Thomas, but I don't know if it was Wade and LeBron, or I don't know who the other person was. I think it was Wade and LeBron, and Isaiah was playing defense. They was a 2-on-1 break, and I think Wade or whoever the other guy was threw the pass up, and Isaiah Thomas got caught trying to play both of them. He got caught, and LeBron wound up dunking on him and put him down on the ground. It happens. It happens. And that's just basketball. It happens. It's like football. Like, it's gonna be, you're gonna come across people that's gonna be talking trash or whatever like that. You can't take all of that stuff serious. Like, guys at a point, guys, they gonna be amped up. They're gonna be hyped, especially if they do make a good play. If they score on you or something, they're gonna be hyped up. That's why you have to get control of your feelings and understand. Listen, it's part of the game. I got to stay humble. I got to keep my sportsmanship, even if they don't. I got to keep my sportsmanship. Plenty of times I say, "Hey, nice shot." You know what I mean? It happens. If it's a good shot, I call it. If somebody got me and they hit a good shot on me, I tell them, "Oh, nice shot." But anyway, let's see what else I got. Uh, I don't know how that got in there, but anyway, I just wanted to speak on this, and I just wanted to, you know, especially the young people, even some of us older folks. Like, sometimes we get down about things. Most of the time, older people, if situations with jobs where I've had a job where I I can honestly say, and I'm not bragging on myself, but I was the best person there. I was the best person there. It was a company just started up, and I was one of the first employees, and everybody that came in behind me, I trained everybody. I trained everybody on each one of the different tasks that the job required. And that's not to say that I walked around with my head up feeling like I'm better than nobody. I'm just saying I had the knowledge to be able to train these people. But here's the thing. It came a time where they was considering a supervisor. And I felt like, hey, that should be me. Every time y'all hire a new person, y'all sending them straight to me. So I'm figuring like I should be one of the, I should be one that they consider for the supervisor position. And like I wasn't overconfident or nothing like that, but I just assumed like common sense should tell them that. Like really. Well, when it was all said and done, they ended up hiring a family member. The supervisor hired their family member who actually worked at another location for the same company, but he worked at another location uh, in the same position as me. And they went and got him out of that position and brought him over there to be my supervisor. But here's the kicker. He didn't know nothing. I had to teach him everything. So I was like, why would you hire a supervisor over your best worker and then have your best worker train them? Now, I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of upset about that. I was kind of heated about that. But I wasn't heated to the point where I was going around and getting coming out of my humility. I kept my sportsmanship about it. I trained the guy, even though I was training him to be my boss. I trained the guy, you know, and the guy he was a cool dude. Like I didn't have no problems out of him at all. Like he was a really nice guy. You know, deep down I felt like it was wrong for how they did me, but it wasn't him. He didn't do it to me. It was them that decided I wasn't good enough, I guess, and that they'd rather have him come in and be the supervisor. So we had a good working relationship, but I stayed humble and I continued to do what I needed to do, you know, for my job or whatever like that. So, but the point is, it happens. It happens. And we can't be so quick to say, you know what, man, I'm quitting. I'm quitting. Because as a young person growing up and going through these ups and downs in life, uh, uh, these wins and losses, playing sports, and sometimes, hey, you could be on a losing streak, and I know it's disappointing. It's disappointing, but you got to just keep working hard, keep working hard, keep working hard. Eventually, y'all gonna get the win, or somebody gonna see something in you that spark an interest, and maybe the spotlight ain't meant for that person. It's meant for you, or vice versa. Maybe the spotlight at that point ain't meant for you. It's meant for somebody else. But eventually, your turn gonna come. You're gonna have an opportunity to shine. You just keep working hard. You keep trying. Same way with us out here in the work market. Like people ain't gonna always do the right thing by you. But you just keep working hard, you keep trying, doing the best you can, and opportunity is going to come. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you this before I go out. I worked a job where uh, I was all in. Like I always was the type of person, like I was loyal to jobs. Like I wasn't the type that skipped job to job. Like I really didn't believe in that. But I was working a job, and uh, I'm be honest, man. The people they wasn't right. I felt unappreciated, and it honestly it really was to the point where the only reason why I was going there is because the paycheck. Like I didn't look forward to going in, and I looked forward very look forward to leaving. It was that type of situation. But here's the thing: they didn't appreciate me. They didn't appreciate me, but I continued. But guess what? Somebody was watching. Somebody was watching, and I didn't know. I had two situations like that. Somebody was watching me, and I didn't even realize it. Because even though people was doing this and that and the other, they was watching me. I guess to see how I would respond. Or I don't know. Well, anyway, in one of the situations, the top man, the owner of the place, he pulled me to the side. And I thought I was in trouble or something. He pulled me to the side. He said, "You know what?" He said, "I've been watching you for a while, and I can't say nothing but good things about you. And my customers has been coming and telling me about how helpful you are, how you look out for them and stuff like that." He said, "I really appreciate that." He said, "I'm gonna give you a raise." He said, "I don't want you to tell nobody, but I'm gonna give you a raise." I was like, "Oh wow!" Like I didn't even realize that they was watching me, and there was so many times where I was working that position. It was supposed to have been a three-man position, but two of the guys would always keep disappearing, and I keep winding up out there doing all of the job by myself. And I ain't lying. Like I inside, I was starting to get angry about it. I'm like, man. Then I got the supervisor. He on the radio. He talking track. When I do the job, and I get everybody taken care of, and I decide to lean up and take me a break, he was somewhere watching, which means he watched me take care of all of them customers, and he didn't even bother to come out there and help me. But yet he got on the radio to tell me on my radio that I need to stop sitting around. I need to find some work to do. And I was like, now if you see this, where were you at when all of these customers was coming through here, and I was running like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to attend to all of these customers? Where were you? Where were you watching from? So the point is, no matter what, keep trying to be the best that you can. Stay humble. Try not to let it anger you. Eventually, something good is going to happen. Something good is going to come from it. Even if it ain't no more than God blessing you with a good opportunity or a better opportunity. Matter of fact, let me tell you this before I go. I worked a job, and somebody that was a customer that was coming in there. Matter of fact, that same job, somebody that was a customer coming in there, like the man had his own business, and he was constantly coming in there getting materials for his business. And I was always, you know, loading up his vehicle and making sure everything was good, tie down straps and everything. Like I always made sure he was good. This guy wound up offering me a job for probably like $3 an hour more than what I was being paid. So that's what I'm saying. Just keep doing the best you can, no matter what it is in life. Just keep doing the best you can, and pray for those people that's trying to sabotage you, that's trying to anger you. Pray for them. Let God deal with them, and God gonna bless you into a better situation, or He gonna make that situation that you in better. He's gonna deal with those people that's trying to give you a hard way to go. And in the sports, don't worry about people that tease you because you didn't get it right all the time. Listen, just like my sister said to my nephew, one, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Two, just because you missed that opportunity don't mean that you will miss the next one. And it happens. But even some of the greatest NFL players that's in Hall of Fame status that made it to the Hall of Fame has missed catches, has missed what they have. They give them playbooks, has missed on those plays, but they still maintained and was good enough to have a good NFL career and even make it up to Hall of Fame status. And the same with NBA. They not gonna make every shot, but they still was good enough to make it from high school to college to NBA, and some of them even to the Hall of Fame. So just take that and realize, listen, you win some, you lose some, but you're gonna be okay when it's all said and done. Just keep striving, keep pushing, do the best you can, keep God first, let God be your guide, and you'll be good. But that's all I got for today. I'm gonna let y'all go and enjoy y'all day. I hope y'all got something from the message today. Like I said, I was supposed to talk about this like last week. There's a lot going on. I had surgery on both of my eyes. It's a lot. I won't be doing my workout Wednesday for a while because I can't lift nothing. But hey, I'm glad for the opportunity to be able to come and talk to you. I'm glad for the opportunity to be able to read. I can see. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. And I'm passing this message on to y'all. So I hope y'all have a beautiful day. And like I always say, love, peace, and blessings to all of you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.